News. Everyone is so excited about the Democratic Party of Hidalgo County. We are the best party in the entire state of Texas. I want to know. So much so that we had over 90 applications just for precinct chairs.
Yeah!
At this time, I want to go ahead and commence with the candidate announcements, with the filings. First on our agenda is Congressman Hinojosa. He is running for re-election, and at this time I'd like to turn it over to him.
Thank you, Doris. This is by far the largest turnout that I have seen in the 13 years that I have been your congressman. And I say that what Obama did in this last election was to turn on the whole country and say to them, we need change and we need it quickly. And so that inspired many, many people of all ages. And look at the turnout that we have tonight. It's amazing. Before spending my 2 or 3 minutes that Dolly said I had to speak, I want to take this opportunity to recognize a legendary hero of our political party, someone who served our country, served our state, and served U.S. Congress for over 3 decades, Congressman and Mrs. Lucille de la Garza and Kika de la Garza. I want to commend all the elected officials who are here this evening, state legislators like Ron and Veronica and Armando, and all of our state officials who are in the audience whom I have not seen yet. But I also want to recognize a very large number of Hidalgo County elected officials who are here. We want to give them also a big round of applause. Both municipal and school board members, elected officials who give of your time and voluntarily help run those entities, you are absolutely very, very important to these elections that we're going to have in 2010, and we want to give you another big round of applause. There is no doubt that there's going to be some heated elections in our county and throughout this whole region. And so it is important that we become involved, that we support your candidate, whomever he or she is. But know this, that we are going to be courted by federal officials in the U.S. Senate, in the congressional races. You're going to be courted for support, because this is one of the fastest growing regions in the entire country. It's the 4th fastest growing region in the country. U.S. Census Director told me that he anticipates that there is going to be such a large U.S. Census in 2010 that we will be getting 4 new members of Congress in the redistricting that will occur in 2011. So that is proof that where New York is losing 2 members of Congress, we are gaining 4. Pennsylvania will lose 2, and others will lose 1 or 2. So that is the proof that our area is growing and competing with Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and El Paso. If I were to say what I think is going to be very important to our region, where we were born and raised and where we are running for re-election, I would have to say that jobs is by far #1. The economy is extremely important in this 2010 election. #2, I believe that healthcare and education will be side by side. Just depends on who you ask But those two issues are going to be playing extremely well with the voters. And also, for your information, the Congressional Hispanic Caucus took the leadership just before we ended the session. I believe it was on the 22nd of December, and dropped a bill for comprehensive immigration reform. And this is something of great importance to those districts from Brownsville all the way to El Paso and on to California, including Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and of course, Southern California. Is this microphone on? Yes. Good. So you can pick whatever you want to discuss and to fight for. But I know this, that on the issue of health care, I know that I was on the right side when I voted yes for the passage. Knowing all of the improvements that are in that Senate bill, as well as in the House bill that I voted on, I can say to you that those with pre-existing medical conditions will not be denied health insurance. Those who have lost their jobs will not be denied health insurance. And the list goes on and on. And in a region like ours, where 40% of our constituents and our citizens did not have hospital insurance, that is going to turn around and make insurance far, far less expensive than what we were anticipating in 2010, 2011, and 2012. On education, I believe that you're going to see the biggest investment in higher education since the GI Bill of 1944. The Hispanic Survey institutions have gone from $10 million through the Education Committee to $137 million in 2010, plus a jackpot of $100 million in 2010 in addition to that, so that we are going to be able to recruit Latinos to go to community colleges and universities. There's even a new program that is going to be available to do master's and doctor's degrees, and we are going to be recruiting Latinos to do that. Folks, I can tell you that the Obama administration is not just political rhetoric. They are putting money where it really counts, and that's in education. Kindergarten through the 12th grade with their initiative on literacy, and then, of course, trying to increase the numbers that are going to be graduating from high school and going on to college. Folks, let me say, I've never worked for another president as President Obama. He is dynamic, he is articulate, he inspires whenever he speaks to any of us in Congress, and you can't help but want to follow the leadership of this individual. It may be tough. These may be tenacious and very difficult issues that we're working on, but you will be proud to be Latinos, because we are going to make a difference in so many races, local, county, state, and federal. And I'm very proud of the work that has been done by the Congressional Hispanic Caucus members, who are very united on the issues that I just laid out for you. Again, I congratulate you for this great turnout, and I hope that your candidate wins. Thank you.